Theme 7. Facts about Turkey. Listening and Speaking. Part 1. Page 90. 5. Listen to the phone conversation and tick the correct pictures.
Hey Roy, how's it going?
Great, Tracy. I'm walking on air in Istanbul. My holiday here is wonderful.
Really?
Yes, Istanbul is a fascinating city. It's one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. Yesterday I joined a sightseeing tour.
How was it?
It was very nice.
Were you with your parents?
No, I wasn't. Mum was under the weather and Dad stayed with her. Now she's well.
Good.
Yes, on the tour I saw lots of must-see attractions like the Topkapı Palace, the Sultanahmet Mosque, and the Ayasofya Mosque.
Did you like them?
Sure, they were terrific. After the tour, I also visited the Galata Tower, which is near our hotel. It's among the city's most popular sites too.
Was it attractive?
Yes, it was. It was amazing. I found the history of the tower very interesting as well.
Really? Can you tell me a little bit?
Of course.
Thanks.
6. Listen to the second part of the phone conversation and correct the mistakes in the following extract from a travel brochure.
Tracy, I'll read you a little from this travel brochure.
All right.
The Galata Tower is located in the center of the city. It's around 67 meters tall, so it provides a spectacular view of the city. The tower was built in the 14th century by the Genoese colonies, and it was used to watch the area nearby for any signs of danger.
Sounds interesting.
Yes, in 1509, the tower was badly damaged in an earthquake. Then it was restored by the famous Ottoman architect Hayreddin. In the 16th century, it was used as a prison. It was opened to the public in 1967. Nowadays, it's a very popular attraction, and it's visited by thousands of tourists every year.
How nice! I want to see that place.
You should come to Istanbul as soon as possible. It's worth seeing.
Right.
And there's a story about the tower. Do you want to hear it?
Yes, of course.
In the 17th century, a man called Hezarfen Ahmed Çelebi wanted to fly, so he made wings and attached them to his arms.
Really?
Yes. Then he jumped off the Galata Tower and flew over the Bosphorus for about 6 kilometers. Finally, he landed in Üsküdar on the Asian side.
What an incredible story.
Absolutely. Tracy, I feel exhausted. I think I'll hit the sack.
Okay, Roy. Take care. Good night.
See you. Good night.
Page 91. 9. Listen to Nisa and choose the correct picture.
My classmates and I went on a 2-day trip to Çanakkale in March. On the first day, we saw the ancient city of Troy. The historic site was great. And on the second day, we went to Gelibolu and visited a lot of must-see attractions, like the Kilitbahir Castle, which is next to the sea. After that, we visited the Çanakkale Martyrs Monument. It's a memorial that was erected to remember the brave Turkish soldiers who died in Çanakkale in 1915. It was opened to the public in 1960. There is a museum underneath, which was opened in 1975. There are also the Mehmetçik Monument and the Turkish Martyrs Cemetery nearby. We visited them all. I believe the whole area is so impressive. I'll always remember that school trip. And I'll never forget those heroes who died for our homeland. You should definitely go to Çanakkale. It's worth seeing.
Pronunciation. Page 93. 2. Listen to the extracts by paying attention to the pronunciation of the highlighted words.
How was it?
It was very nice.
Were you with your parents?
No, I wasn't.
Was it attractive?
Yes, it was. It was amazing.
Listening and Speaking, Part 2, page 94. 2. Listen to the information about Anıtkabir and complete the sentences.
Anıtkabir is the mausoleum of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. It is located in Anıttepe in Ankara. When Atatürk passed away on the 10th of November 1938, the Ankara Ethnography Museum became his first mausoleum until Anıtkabir was built in 1953. It was designed by the architects Professor Emin Onat and Associate Professor Orhan Arda. Its construction began in 1944. Anıtkabir is an excellent example of the Turkish architecture, and it has Seljuk and Ottoman architectural characteristics as well. The monument block consists of three main parts: the Lions Road, the ceremonial ground, and the mausoleum. The Lions Road is 262 meters long, and it has 24 lion statues, which were made by the sculptor Hüseyin Özkan. Within the Anıtkabir site, there are 10 towers like the Independence Tower, the Freedom Tower, the Peace Tower, and the Victory Tower.
Workbook, page 52. 2. Listen to the tour guide and choose the correct picture. The historic site is located near the Öğrenciler village in Şanlıurfa. The archaeological work started in 1995. The archaeologists have discovered around 20 temples in the area, but they have excavated only 6 of them up to now. The history of the site dates back to 10,000 BC, so it is believed that Göbekli Tepe is the oldest religious site in the world. When Göbekli Tepe was constructed, people used to live in small groups, and they used to hunt animals and collect plants. Therefore, such a large group of people might have come together for the first time to build Göbekli Tepe. Hundreds of T-shaped pillars, which weighed up to 40 tons, were used in order to make the temples. That must have been extremely challenging, because the pillars were carried uphill for 2 kilometers by people without using any animals or machines. How could they manage that about 7,500 years before the pyramids were constructed? That is really incredible. The discovery of this unique region has changed all the known understanding of the history of humanity. So Göbekli Tepe was listed by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site in 2018. It was also included in the National Geographic's list of 25 must-see destinations and travel experiences for 2020.